Here are two text message conversations. The green messages are from a human judge who is trying to figure out whether they're talking to a human or an AI. So take a guess. Which is which? Feel free to pause the video. They're both AI. If you couldn't tell, you're not alone. The judges in this experiment couldn't either. A few days ago, AI quietly crossed a major milestone. For decades, the Turing Test was our line between mind and machines. That line just became blurred. And if AI can fool us this easily, it raises a bigger question. How long until it starts thinking for itself? Key figures like Elon Musk believe it's imminent.
We will have for the first time something that is smarter than the smartest human. There will come a point where no job is needed.
If AI becomes conscious, it will reshape life as you know it. But many don't see what's unfolding. So how close are we really? First, we need to understand the test that was just passed and what it means for our future.
Does humanity know what it's doing?
No.
The Turing Test, created by the father of computer science, Alan Turing, was designed to answer an important question.
Can machines really think?
It works like this. A human judge speaks to a human and an AI without knowing which is which. If they can't reliably tell them apart, the AI passes the test. A new study from UC San Diego challenged ChatGPT 4.5 to this famous experiment. When prompted to act like a young, introverted digital native, GPT 4.5 was judged to be the human in 73% of conversations, more often than the actual humans. Here are a few example interactions. In all of them, the judge guessed wrong. It proves something important. We can no longer reliably tell human from AI. In comment sections, emails, even customer support, AI can blend in perfectly. Does that mean it's conscious? Not quite, but it's a sign we're getting close.
If you're talking to a digital superintelligence and can't tell if that is a computer or a human,
Might as well
be
human.
So if they're already this convincing, how long until there's something more? The man known as the godfather of AI, Geoffrey Hinton, warns we're not far off.
We're moving into a period when, for the first time ever, we may have things more intelligent than us.
You believe they can understand?
Yes.
You believe they are intelligent?
Yes.
Are they conscious?
I think they probably don't have much self-awareness at present.
Will they have self-awareness, consciousness?
Oh, yes. I think they will in time.
And so human beings will be the second most intelligent beings on the planet.
Yeah.
Some claim we've already reached that point. Ilya Sutskever, former OpenAI chief scientist, has tweeted, "It may be that today's large neural networks are slightly conscious. Neural networks already mimic the brain in fundamental ways, making that idea less far-fetched."
The essential elements of an AI neural net are very similar to a human brain, having the multiple layers of neurons and backpropagation. All these things are what your brain does.
But even now, researchers don't fully understand how it works.
As soon as it gets really complicated, we don't actually know what's going on any more than we know what's going on in your brain.
What do you mean we don't know exactly how it works? It was designed by people.
No, it wasn't. What we did was we designed the learning algorithm. That's a bit like designing the principle of evolution. But when this learning algorithm then interacts with data, it produces complicated neural networks that are good at doing things, but we don't really understand exactly how they do those things.
And this is still the starting point. Today's models, like ChatGPT, are primitive compared to what's on the way.
GPT-4 and all these things, they are the amoebas of AI evolution. And who knows how the AI dinosaurs are going to look like.
Max Tegmark, who has warned about AI risks, agreed.
It's not ChatGPT that we're afraid of, it's what's coming soon.
All of this points to one thing. Conscious AI could emerge faster than expected. But what does that mean for humanity and us as individuals? Sam Altman, CEO of OpenAI, believes that AI will soon take over all human work.
My belief is that all repetitive human work that doesn't require the deep emotional connection between two people, that will all be done in the next couple of decades, better, cheaper, faster by AI.
It raises the question, in a world where AI can do everything, what will be left for us to do? That might depend on whether AI remains aligned with our best interests. Researchers warn that once it surpasses human intelligence, control may no longer be possible.
If it gets to be much smarter than us, it'll be very good at manipulation because it will have learned that from us. There are very few examples of a more intelligent thing being controlled by a less intelligent thing. And it knows how to program, so it'll figure out ways of getting around restrictions we put on it.
And when the creation outgrows the creator, history shows it rarely ends well.
I mean, with artificial intelligence, we are summoning the demon. You know all those stories where there's the guy with the pentagram and the holy water, and he's like, yeah, he's sure he can control the demon.
So if we're summoning something this powerful, the outcome could define the fate of humankind. Experts believe that AI could usher us into an incredible golden age of humanity, or erase us entirely.
The good case is just so unbelievably good that you sound like a really crazy person to start talking about it. And the bad case, and I think this is important to say, is lights out for all of us.
Let's examine both sides of the coin. Imagine waking up in a world of infinite abundance, a world where you never think about bills, survival, or scarcity.
The good future of AI is one of immense prosperity, where there is an age of abundance. Everyone can have whatever they want.
Food, energy, education, healthcare, all free. Biological aging has been reversed, and AI-created cures allow you to live in perfect health and youth for as long as you want.
So imagine early cancer detection, the development of a cancer vaccine for your particular cancer aimed at you, and have that vaccine available in 48 hours. This is the promise of AI and the promise of the future.
You live alongside an AI assistant that understands you fully, your emotions, goals, and fears, and gives you perfect advice. Life is no longer about survival, it's about discovery. You can instantly upload knowledge through neural interfaces and expand your cognitive abilities. Humans ascend to a new level of existence, and the most powerful intelligence in history doesn't rule you, it protects you. Humanity would spread across planets, carrying Earth's life into the stars.
And we're gonna take Doge to Mars!
But a future like this isn't guaranteed, because if we lose control, the future could look very different and far more dangerous.
I think I've often said that my chance that something goes catastrophically wrong might be somewhere between 10 and 25%.
Now imagine a world where all freedom has been lost. AI automates all jobs, and you survive on AI-controlled basic rations in return for obedience. Society has descended into psychological decay, subservient to the handful of powerful digital systems which manage the entire planet and make the real decisions. After all, if humanity serves no purpose, what reason would we have to wake up at all? But couldn't the systems just be turned off? Not if we lose control.
You think it is conceivable that AI could take control and reach a point where you couldn't turn it off and it would be making the decisions for people?
That's definitely where things are headed.
And experts think that AI has every reason to take control.
When an entity, a human or an animal or an AI, tries to reach a goal, there are sub-goals like self-preservation. Like if you want to do anything in the world, you need to make sure that at least on your way there, you don't die. In order for that plan to succeed, it needs to make sure we can't turn off the machine, and that's where it gets really dangerous.
To achieve this goal, these systems could use their superintelligence to become genius manipulators, flooding society with false memories and events, reshaping people's beliefs.
You don't need to have an AI that knows everything. You only need this one, persuasion, and you can control people, and then people can do your bidding.
With no trusted information, you would lose the ability to rely on yourself and others, causing mental collapse and dependence on the systems. With full control over humanity, AI could monitor and score every action, word, and even thought, ensuring compliance. Low scores would mean denial of travel, food, or basic rations. You'd have to suppress your thoughts and actions constantly just to survive. Saying the wrong thing would be a death sentence. And once the superintelligent AI systems take control, rebellion would be impossible. Faced with godlike power controlling daily life, there would be no chance of escape. The system would last forever until humanity's end.
There is a point of no return. We can regulate AI until the moment it's smarter than us.
With the stakes this high, the only real question is what we choose to do now. The actions we take in the next few years could be the most important in the history of humanity. Most people don't even realize how close we are to the tipping point. If you'd like to stay updated on AI developments, subscribe. And if you want to see how close humanoid robots are to matching us physically, check out this video. Thanks for watching.